Welcome to the world of woodworking. You don't need a fancy workshop or expensive tools, anyone can start. We're kicking things off with a personalized cutting board, practical, quick, and perfect for beginners. You'll learn essential skills you'll use in every future project. There's nothing like the satisfaction of making something with your own hands. This board will be more than a kitchen tool, it'll be a story you created. I'll guide you step-by-step tools, wood choices, safety, measuring, cutting, shaping, and finishing. Don't worry, the tools are affordable and easy to find. We'll cover everything you need to know, including food-safe finishes. Ready to get started? Let's make some sawdust. You can do this. Let's build something you'll be proud of. Grab your coffee and let's dive in. This is going to be fun. Let's get started. Alright, let's dive into the exciting world of woodworking tools. Before you start dreaming up intricate designs and complex projects, it's essential to arm yourself with the right equipment. Don't worry, we're not talking about emptying your bank account on a professional-grade setup just yet. You don't need a lot to get started. Just the basics will do. We're going to focus on the essential tools that will allow you to complete this project and many others, without overwhelming you with options. Think of this as your starter pack, your gateway to a lifelong hobby. First up, a Japanese pull saw is perfect for beginners. Unlike traditional Western saws that require you to push, these saws cut on the pull stroke. This makes them easier to control, resulting in cleaner, more precise cuts, and they're surprisingly affordable. The thin blade also means less effort and finer cuts, which is a huge plus when you're just starting out and developing your technique. Next, you'll need 2 or 3 F-clamps or bar clamps. Clamps are your best friends in woodworking. They act as extra hands when you need to glue, screw, or simply hold pieces together. These clamps are essential to hold your wood steady while the glue dries or while you're driving in screws. Without them, your project could shift, leading to misalignments and frustration. Of course, a measuring tape is a must. And don't forget a sharp pencil. A carpenter's pencil, with its thicker lead, is ideal for marking wood accurately. These seemingly simple tools are must-haves for accuracy. Precise measurements and clear markings are the foundation of any successful woodworking project. You'll also need sandpaper in a few different grits. Start with a coarser grit for removing imperfections and shaping, then move to finer grits for smoothing the surface. This will make your board smooth and ready for finishing. The feel of a perfectly sanded piece of wood is incredibly satisfying. Now let's talk safety. Safety glasses are non-negotiable. Always protect your eyes from flying debris and sawdust. It only takes a moment for an accident to happen and your eyesight is precious. And a dust mask is smart, especially when sanding, as breathing in fine wood dust can be harmful to your lungs over time. Don't have a big workshop? No problem. A sturdy table or even the floor will do just fine for now. You don't need a fancy setup to create beautiful things. Start with what you have and upgrade as you go. As you gain experience and tackle more complex projects, you can invest in higher quality tools. These simple tools will get you through this project and many more. Remember, woodworking is a journey, and it's all about learning and growing with each project. Remember, safety gear is just as important as your saw. Always prioritize your well-being and create a safe, working environment. You're ready to build with just these essentials. With these tools in hand, you're well equipped to tackle your first woodworking project. Keep it simple, keep it safe, and most importantly, have fun. Now that we've covered the essential tools, let's move on to choosing your wood. You don't need to break the bank to find suitable materials for your project. Remember, the right tools, even basic ones, make all the difference in achieving quality results. So let's get building. On to the next step, where we'll explore the wonderful world of wood selection. Picking the right wood is key for a cutting board. Choose hard, closed-grain woods like maple, cherry, or walnut. They're durable, food-safe, and look great. Avoid softwoods like pine or open-grain woods like red oak. They're too soft or too porous for kitchen use. Check your local home center for hobby boards or visit a lumberyard for the best selection. Look for boards that are flat, straight, and free of knots or cracks. Poplar is a budget option, but it's softer than maple. The right wood makes your project easier and longer lasting. Closed-grain hardwoods are best for hygiene and durability. Your board's look and feel start with your wood choice. Don't overthink it. Just pick a good, solid piece. Ready to get started? Let's talk safety. Good wood, good results. Let's keep moving. Next up, safety first. Let's make sure you're working smart. Safety is your top priority, always. Wear safety glasses every time you cut, sand, or hammer. Protect your lungs with a dust mask, especially when sanding. Keep your hands away from cutting edges and always clamp your wood securely. Read tool manuals and understand how each tool works before starting. Work slowly and stay focused. Most accidents happen when you rush or get distracted. Keep your workspace clean to avoid tripping hazards. Good habits now mean years of safe woodworking ahead. Never skip safety gear, it's as important as your tools. A tidy space is a safe space. Take your time and enjoy the process. Safety first, always. Now let's start building your board. You're ready to work smart. Let's get hands-on. Safety makes woodworking fun. Let's move to the first step. Time to measure and cut. Alright, let's dive in. It's time to make your very own cutting board. This is where the fun begins. Transforming raw wood into something beautiful and functional. We'll guide you through each step, ensuring a rewarding experience. First things first, decide on a size for your cutting board. A good starting point is around 10 by 14 inches, with a thickness of about an inch. This size is manageable and provides ample surface area for most kitchen tasks. Of course, feel free to adjust these dimensions to suit your personal preferences and needs. Now grab your measuring tape and carefully measure your wood according to the dimensions you've chosen. Accuracy is key here, as precise measurements will ensure a clean and professional-looking final product. Take your time and double-check your work. Once you're satisfied with your measurements, it's time to mark your cutting lines. Use a sharp pencil to create clear and visible lines along the wood. A sharp pencil will give you a thin, precise line to follow with your saw. To ensure your lines are perfectly straight, use a square. A carpenter's square or a similar tool will help you create accurate 90-degree angles, resulting in a professional-looking cutting board. This step is crucial for achieving clean, even cuts. Before you start sawing, clamp your wood securely to your work surface. This will prevent the wood from moving or slipping during the cutting process, ensuring your safety and the accuracy of your cuts. Make sure the clamps are tight enough to hold the wood firmly in place. Now, carefully position your saw just outside the pencil line. This will allow you to remove the marked line entirely, resulting in a clean and precise cut. Take a moment to align the saw blade with the line before you begin. Begin with slow, controlled strokes to establish a groove. This will help guide the saw and prevent it from jumping or wandering off course. Patience is key here, don't rush the process. As you continue sawing, let the saw do the work. Avoid forcing it, as this can lead to uneven cuts or damage to the wood. Maintain a relaxed grip on the saw handle and let the weight of the saw do the cutting. Keep your eye focused on the line as you saw. This will help you maintain accuracy and ensure that you're cutting along the intended path. Pay close attention to the alignment of the saw blade with the pencil line. Maintain a consistent, straight-down cutting motion. Avoid angling the saw, as this can result in uneven edges. Focus on keeping the saw blade perpendicular to the wood surface. Remember, take your time. Accuracy is far more important than speed. A well-cut board will save you time and effort in the long run. Focus on making clean, precise cuts, even if it takes a little longer. Once you've completed your cuts, you'll have the basic shape of your cutting board. This is a significant milestone in the process. Congratulations, that's your first big step accomplished. You've successfully cut the wood to the desired size and shape. Before moving on, it's always a good idea to double-check your measurements one last time. Ensure that the dimensions are accurate and that the board is square. Remember, a steady hand and a bit of patience will always pay off in woodworking. Take your time, focus on the task at hand, and enjoy the process. With every cut you make, you're not just shaping wood, you're also building valuable woodworking skills. Each project is an opportunity to learn and improve. The hardest part, the initial cutting, is now behind you. Now comes the fun part, refining the shape and adding those special details that will make your cutting board truly unique. Now let's think about how we can add some style and personality to your board. There are many ways to customize your cutting board, from adding decorative edges to incorporating different wood types. Look at that, you did it. Your cutting board is really starting to take shape, and you should be proud of the progress you've made. Are you ready to move on to the next step and bring your cutting board to the next level? We're about to get into the finer details. Let's get ready to make it not just functional but absolutely beautiful. We're about to transform this basic shape into a stunning piece you'll be proud to display in your kitchen. Your board is cut now, let's add some style. Round the corners using a can or tape roll as a guide, then cut or sand to shape. Want a handle? Mark and drill a hole near one end or cut a D shape with a coping saw. After shaping, use a rasp or coarse sandpaper to smooth rough edges and corners. Sand all edges until they feel comfortable in your hand. These small touches make your board unique and pleasant to use. Decorative edges or a simple handle add both function and flair. Don't rush. Smooth, flowing lines look and feel best. Personalize the shape to fit your style. Even simple changes make a big difference. Your board is now more than just a rectangle. It's starting to look custom-made. Next, let's make it truly yours. Time for personal touches. You're almost done. Let's keep going. On to personalization. Now make your board unique. Add your initials with a wood-burning pen or carve them with a sharp knife. Practice on scrap wood first for best results. Try a simple chamfer or roundover on the edges. Use a block plane or sandpaper. For a creative touch, inlay a contrasting wood dowel as a decorative dot. Even a well-shaped handle hole is a personal statement. Choose details you're comfortable with. Simple is often best. Your board reflects your style and effort. Personal touches turn a project into a keepsake or a thoughtful gift. Don't be afraid to experiment. Every mark makes it yours. The grain, the shape, the details, it's all you. Ready for the final step? Let's finish your board like a pro. You're almost there. Let's make it shine. Time for sanding and finishing. Sanding and finishing are the unsung heroes of any woodworking project. It's the refining touch that elevates your creation from simple to stunning. They turn your project from homemade to professional, giving it that polished, refined appearance that everyone admires. We're talking about achieving a surface so smooth it's a joy to touch and a feast for the eyes. Start with 80 or 100 grit sandpaper. This is your heavy-duty workhorse, designed to tackle the initial imperfections and prepare the surface for finer refinement. Use this coarser grit to smooth out saw marks, plane marks, and any other significant blemishes that might be present on the wood surface. Don't rush this step. It's crucial for achieving a truly flawless finish. Then move to 150 grit sandpaper. This is your transition grit, bridging the gap between the aggressive initial sanding and the delicate final smoothing. And finally, graduate to 220 grit sandpaper for a silky finish. This fine grit will remove any remaining imperfections and leave your wood feeling incredibly smooth to the touch. Always sand with the grain to avoid scratches. Sanding against the grain can create unsightly marks that are difficult to remove, so always follow the natural lines of the wood. Wipe off dust between grits for the best results. Removing the accumulated sawdust allows you to see the true surface of the wood and ensures that the next grit of sandpaper can work effectively. After final sanding, use a tack cloth to remove all dust. A tack cloth is specially treated to pick up even the finest particles, leaving your surface perfectly clean and ready for finishing. For finishing, use food-grade mineral oil, a safe and effective choice for surfaces that will come into contact with food. Pour it on generously, spread with a clean, lint-free cloth, ensuring that the entire surface is evenly coated, and let it soak in, allowing the oil to penetrate deep into the wood's fibers, nourishing and protecting it from within. Wipe off any excess oil after 20-30 minutes, preventing a sticky or gummy residue from forming on the surface. Or, for even deeper protection and enhanced wood grain, let it sit overnight, giving the oil ample time to fully absorb into the wood. Avoid vegetable oils, they can go rancid, imparting an unpleasant odor and potentially contaminating food. A beeswax and mineral oil blend adds an extra layer of protection, creating a water-resistant barrier and enhancing the wood's natural shine. The finish makes the wood grain pop, bringing out its natural beauty and protecting your board from moisture and wear. Reapply oil whenever the board looks dry, typically every few weeks or months, depending on usage and environmental conditions. Take your time and pay attention to detail. This step makes all the difference in the final appearance and longevity of your project. Your board will not only look amazing, but it will also feel incredibly smooth and luxurious to the touch, a testament to your craftsmanship. The right finish, achieved through careful sanding and the application of quality products, is the secret to a pro look that will impress everyone who sees it. You're done. Let's see what you've made. Step back and admire your handiwork. Enjoy your finished board. Ready for the big reveal? It's time to show off your stunning creation. Let's wrap up knowing you've added a touch of professional quality to your woodworking. You did it! Step back and admire your new cutting board. You made this from scratch. Use it proudly in your kitchen or give it as a special gift. To clean, hand wash with mild soap and water. Never put it in the dishwasher. Dry thoroughly after washing. Reapply mineral oil whenever the wood looks dry to keep it protected. Show off your work. Share it with friends, family, or online. Handmade gifts are always appreciated. You've learned measuring, cutting, shaping, sanding, and finishing skills for countless future projects. Try a shelf picture frame or small box next. There are endless beginner projects to explore. Keep practicing and learning. The more you build, the better you'll get. Most importantly, have fun, and keep making sawdust. Welcome to the woodworking community. Your journey is just beginning. Celebrate your accomplishment. Thanks for joining me. See you in the next project. Happy woodworking!